Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here, and I was at a payphone trying to call home. Where in God's name were you?
And it goes like this. Take me by the tongue and I'll know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. I've got them moves like Jagger. I've got them moves like Jagger. I don't need to try to control you.
In my last music review video, I was talking about the 90s band revival. While a half of this review today talks about that, the theme is really about the element of surprise. So I'm going to talk about two albums that came out this year that I really was not expecting. The first one, of course, in regards to the 90s revival. I don't know if you know who this band is, but if you do, then you're definitely from my generation. This was definitely one of the biggest bands in 1999. They're a band called Lit. You probably know their famous song, My Own Worst Enemy. After a semi-decent album after that, and an album that I never really gave a close watch at and kind of just left them in the dust, all of a sudden here they come back with The View from the Bottom. And I have to say one thing. I did not expect this to be as good as it was. This album is probably one of the best that I got to hear this year. Along with Eve 6 Speak in Code, it's like this band just matured and grew and gave me nothing but the best of what they originally offered. There are some unbelievable songs in this album, like Come On, Same Shit, Different Drink, Miss You Gone, and Right This Time. They're just some great songs on The View from the Bottom. And what I also really like is that it was dedicated to their drummer, Alan Schellenberger, who unfortunately passed away. So The View from the Bottom is a fantastic album. If you've never heard Lit before, it doesn't matter. It's good, in-your-face, fun rock with a little bit of a pop edge. It's just very energetic. It's one of those albums especially that you want to play in the summer in your car if you drive with the top down or the windows down, radio up full blast. It's just an awesome album, and you should definitely listen to it. The next band, another big surprise for me. Maroon 5, yeah, they're back, and you probably know that because the song Payphone is all over the airwaves. Now, they had a great third album, and I have to tell you a very interesting thing about Maroon 5. I was not a fan of theirs when I first heard Harder to Breathe, but when I heard their first album, Songs About Jane, which, can you believe it's almost 10 years old, this album? And they've just been giving us one great album after another, but what exactly is Overexposed? Overexposed is like the song Moves Like Jagger had 10 bastard children. And I say that because not all the songs sound like this brand new sound that Adam Levine and company have suddenly created, this extremely techno-poppy Maroon 5. They have these really, really nice songs that are very similar to the older ones, like Sad is probably the best song on this album, but it's not a bad album. It's definitely catchy and hooky, and I've been listening to this album like non-stop alongside with the Lit album ever since I bought Overexposed, but this album is more of a concerning thing to me rather than an actual, triumph for Maroon 5. I mean, yes, they're big, they're popular, they're one of the best acts in the past 10 years, but I don't like where they're going. They sort of drained the soul out of their music. Like, the beauty and everything that was good about them that made them stand out is just gone. I mean, you've got great songs on this album like Payphone, you've got Lucky Strike, and Love Somebody, which has actually been co-written by One Republic's Ryan Tedder. So you have some really good listens, but as Maroon 5, it kind of feels, and, oh god, metalheads are going to kill me when I say this, but this is exactly how Metallica fans felt when Metallica made their albums Load and Reload. They were like, what the F happened here? But definitely if you like Maroon 5, if you want to just continue your collection, you are going to enjoy it. But as a true Maroon fan, you may not appreciate it as much. And definitely get the deluxe edition, because there are 3 extra songs which are really great, especially their own rendition, jazzy, Lounge Lizard version of Prince's song Kiss. It's great. So that's it, guys. 2 new albums, and they're pretty good. I definitely say give the Lit one a listen, give the Maroon 5 a listen, and that's it. Comment, like, and subscribe. And the question that I want to leave with you today is, are there any concerts that you guys are going to see? I have not been to a concert in a long time. There was a point in time where I actually had a 9-year streak when I was going to at least 1 concert a year. So who out there has been to a good concert, and who did you see? And I'm actually seeing a concert in 2 weeks. I'm seeing Dream Theater, and I am extremely excited. So that's it, guys. I'm the Lawn Gnome, and remember that actions speak louder than words.